Hello, today's video we're going to show you how you can enter recommendations for your students for next year's classes. From PowerTeacher Pro, you want to go to the Recommendations tab right here, and this will let you do it in batches of students and classes. You're going to use this Create Recommendations button on the top right, and now you're going to get a list of all the classes you're responsible for. You can click on the headers to resort these. So, for example, I want to recommend all the students in both of my sections of Robotics 3, and I want to select all my students, and I want to recommend them to Robotics 4. If you wanted to pick and choose, let's say, for example, that these were a math class, and you wanted to recommend most of your students to maybe the honors level class, but 2 students maybe are going to CP2, you have a couple of different ways to do it. You could recommend them all to the honors class and then come back and edit them, which I'll show you in a second. Or you can deselect a few students before you click next to recommend them to a different class. Make sure the year says 23-24 in the dialog box. Now you can use this basic filter to filter the course catalog of 200 down to where you want to go. If you're looking for any math class, for example, you type math and hit apply, and it will filter using the word math in both the department and the subject, the title of the class. So you can see that this course is in ELL as a department, but it has math in the term. I know that robotics is abbreviated in this particular case, so I'm just going to jump right to it. I check Electronics Robotics 4 because I'm recommending all my Robotics 3 kids into 4. And I'll put a comment here from Robotics 3 2020-2021. Submit. Now I can see all the recommendations I've made to date. If I want to edit an individual one, for example, in my example before, if I want all of my class to go to a particular new class except for 1 or 2, you can add them all to one class and make the edit here, or you could do what I showed you before, which is pick and choose your students. I'm going to edit this particular student, click the pencil, and now it's 2021. I pick a different class, let's say, and you can see now it's a radio button. When I choose this and I hit submit, it will actually change the recommendation on the screen so I can fix any that I made by mistake. I can also from here delete a recommendation. If I confirm this delete, now that student does not have a recommendation anymore in the system. If you wanted to make a recommendation for an individual student in an individual class, there is another way to do that, and that is by using the backpack icon from this main screen, choosing the student, and then selecting the recommendation screen. The downside from this method when you do a create new recommendation is you need to know the course number. There's no handy lookup. So that's the one downside of doing it in this method. I hope this video is helpful for you as you enter your recommendations for the next school year.